Subscribe to my channel now. Remember to subscribe to my channel. See you. Look, this clown here, Lang Journey. He made a YouTube channel to support the Polyglot scammers. And first I will show you here his description. I created this channel to document my language learning journey. I'm going to be sharing my experience, difficulties, success, and failures. I will also be sharing resources and ideas that I find helpful in language learning or in learning languages. I made a lofty goal to learn 5 languages in 10 years. Yeah. These languages are Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, French, and Mandarin. And he is from Canada. More info, Canada. And this clown, he said that he want to learn 5 languages in 10 years. Maybe possible, but that's not really the biggest problem here. Like, he makes some channel to support the scammers, and I will show you here. Also, he don't show himself. I did not see him in any of the videos. Look here, his videos. He just have some review of different books. He'll make review of this Asimil books and some other things that the Polyglot YouTubers are using. I'm not sure if some of the Polyglot YouTubers are owner of some of those books or something. I'm not sure, but there are some books here I will show you later that also from the Polyglot YouTubers. Like, you have some video about Ikena and Luca Lampriello and Oli Richards, like that. You have something about Ikena, Luca Lampriello, and Oli Richards also. But let's take a fast look here at some of those other videos first.
Hey, so I just wanted to make a quick video on my thoughts on this book so far, because when I was thinking of buying it, I was looking for reviews. So this is The Beginning Chinese Reader by John DeFrancis. So before this book, I didn't have any introduction or no knowledge of Chinese characters. I've only been working on the spoken language. So I've been going through this book now for about a week. Just finished the 7th lesson. So I'll give you, so far I'm enjoying it quite a bit. So I'll give you a quick breakdown on how it's structured. So each lesson, as you can see here, will introduce 10 new characters, give their meaning, and then it'll also show you like how they combine to read that passage. And like, it's super exciting. And one more thing, this book is in traditional characters, not simplified. Right, thanks for watching. Have a good day.
Then he also has something here about different Asimil books in different languages.
Asimil. So I wanted to do so this is the first time that I've ever bought Asimil. So I wanted to do a little unboxing to show you what you're getting. So this is the packaging that it came in. It's a nice package. And open it up. So got the book here. First impression is this book is a lot smaller than I was expecting. As you can see, it's about the size of my hand, and I'm probably gonna start the end of the year or beginning of 21. But just saw this on Amazon and wanted to grab it now. So
You can see here the Polyglot YouTubers are working together with this company Asimil. A Polyglot's review of the Asimil series, and then look who is here. This is the website of this fuck shithole Steve Kaufman shit. Link Q. I think this is the website of Steve Kaufman, this one, the linguist, and he recommend Asimil, same like the other polyglot YouTubers. I think Asimil is working together with those polyglot YouTubers. That's why polyglot YouTubers and other people from this language learning scam community, they're working together with this Asimil shit. I speak 20 languages. Yeah, fucking shithole, man. I speak 20 languages. I have been learning languages for over 50 years and I've tried all kind of approaches. I've never learned as quickly or as enjoyable as I do now on LinkU. Try LinkU now. Fuck you, Steve Kaufman, shithole, man. You can see here, he said that he speak 20 languages. Really, you speak 20 languages, you fucking asshole, man. And he recommend Asimil. They're all working together with this Asimil, those polyglot YouTubers and this language learning community. Those scammers from this language learning community is working together with Asimil. You can see people from that language learning community, that scam community, are working together with Asimil. They work together with Asimil, Italki, and some of them also working with Glossica or some other apps or books like that. So let's forget those Asimil books. I already show one of them here. What is this one? Living Language Mandarin Chinese.
Alright, so I just wanted to do a quick review of the Living Language Mandarin Chinese course, which comes with the main book here, 4 audio CDs, and a dictionary as well. Now, I need to preface this by saying that this is the older version of the course. They have updated their courses, but it's still a relevant review because these are still widely available, especially when you go into bookstores. This is actually where I bought my copy. Now, and the biggest issue that I have with this version of the course, which I wish I had known about before, has been corrected in the updated version of the courses. So it kind of follows the same, outline of a lot of these, the Chinese the Chinese here and the English here. Now, the biggest issue with this version of the course is that, as you can see, they don't have the Chinese characters. If you listen to a lot of people that have successfully learned.
Okay, let's see what's else here.
All right, so I just started doing or studying Japanese, and the textbook that I'm starting with is one that's widely recommended, and that is the Genki series. So this is one up there with two book here. Hey, so I just wanted to do a quick review, an overview of the book I'm using to learn hiragana and katakana. As you can see there, Japanese hiragana and katakana for beginners. So if you're thinking of buying it, just wanted to give you a look inside so you can better make your decision. So as you can see here, they have each character listed, and it gives you some tracings to follow. And after you complete that, you got to cover this side here. Okay, so I just ordered the modern Brazilian portrait, and then the workbook here. And when you move on with the exercises. Another cool thing about this book is that if you already learned Spanish, or if you've already learned Spanish, or you're a Spanish speaker, there's a section here that talks about some of the grammatical similarities and differences between the languages, and also gives you a good historical background. Okay, so as you can see here, I am a fan of the Living Language course series. with the exception of the Chinese course, which I made a video about why I didn't like that one very much, and it's mostly just because they don't have the Chinese characters. But I have the Portuguese, the Russian, Chinese, and the Spanish here. And now the only languages I am actively studying are English and Mandarin. I just started Japanese as well, which I'm using the as you can see there. And then as you sentence list now as well. I'm a big fan of these courses because, especially for the money, I think it's a great value. Okay, so I am a long ways away from attempting to read any Japanese. I just started learning the Genki a couple months ago, and I'm slowly working through that. But I've been kind of on a buying spree lately because I've heard about different Japanese resources just through forums and stuff. So whenever I'm hearing about a book, I'm just buying it. And I've always preferred buying books in bookstores because I prefer to actually go through a book and see it before I buy it. But obviously right now, gotta buy everything online. So with that being said, just wanted to make a quick video and give people that are looking at buying this book. Okay, so I bought the Japanese short stories for beginners by the Lingual Mastery brand, and I really liked the layout and the design of the book. So I thought I would buy the Chinese short stories for beginners, assuming that they would have the same layout, which they don't. I'm actually not a fan of the way they designed this book, and I'll open it up in a second, but I just wanted to make a video to give you a look inside if you're thinking about buying this book as well. And if you want to see why I liked the Japanese book, I'll put a link or a card or a link in the description if you want to check that out. So anyways, there's 20 short stories here, as you can see, and they all follow the same format. I'll open it up here for you. So as you can see here, they don't give you a full story in Chinese. They break it up into 3 sections in reading. So I don't like the way that they broke this up. And you get your questions here. So the Chinese book, but I do like the Japanese one a lot. So if you want to check that one.
So just a lot of book reviews of different books, but I'm trying to see if there's some books that are some books working together with the Polyglot YouTubers or not. But I don't know all of those authors of those different books. But I think Asimil is working together with the Polyglot YouTubers and also this Pimsleur that he will talk about later. But let's see here, the next one here, this one.
Okay, so for the past month or so, I've been trying to decide between remembering the kanji and the Kodansha kanji learning course. So I ended up going with remembering the kanji and just started going through it today.
Remembering the kanji, a look inside. After going back and forth between Remembering the Kanji by James Hisek and the Kodansha Kanji Learners course by Andrew Scott Conning, I decided to buy Remembering the Kanji. Some YouTubers, look this one, listen to this one. Some YouTubers who speak excellent Japanese like Matt from Matt vs. Japan recommend this book for learning the Japanese kanji. He is really obsessed with those polyglot YouTubers and those YouTubers from this language learning scam community. And maybe you will tell me Matt vs. Japan is only concentrating on one language, Matt vs. Japan. But Matt vs. Japan, he make YouTube videos with Luca Lampariello and also some other polyglot YouTubers and some other YouTubers from the language learning community. This Matt vs. Japan, he also make videos with people from the language learning community. He's also part of this language learning community. And it looks like this guy Lang Journey, who have this YouTube channel, he really concentrated to buy the books and buy the materials the polyglot YouTubers are talking about. I don't know if he's really low intelligent and believe in them, or if he's someone working with them. I don't know if this Lang Journey, if he's just some very low intelligent person, or if he's working together with the polyglot YouTubers, or maybe when he talk about the polyglot YouTubers in his videos and say something good about them, maybe he's hoping that they will like him and recommend him, or that some people who like the polyglot YouTubers will also follow him. Maybe when he makes some videos talking about the polyglot YouTubers, then some people who like the polyglot YouTubers, they will also subscribe to him or something like that. I don't know. Let's try to take a look, and then after I will show you, he have some video where he talk about the book of Ikena, and also about Luca Lamprello's coaching, and also ebook from Oli Richards. We'll take a look at that after I just we take a little look about this, what it's about here also.
Got the first few written out there. So when trying to decide between the two, I read a lot of reviews on forums and on Reddit and stuff, and there's a lot of debate. But the problem with reading forums is there's no way to verify how well these people speak Japanese. So the reason I went with remembering the kanji is because there are three YouTubers who speak really good Japanese. One is Chris from the Abroad in Japan channel, Matt from Matt versus Japan, and Paul from Lang Focus, and they all used in.
He really liked those people from that scam community, these polyglot YouTubers or those language learning YouTubers from the scam community. He really liked to listen to their advice, what books to buy or what material to buy. He buy his material depending on what the polyglot YouTubers will say, or those people from the language learning community. I don't know if he's working with them. And then he want to make it look like they have good advices. Maybe he will say that those books and materials are good, so people will listen to the advice of the polyglot YouTubers and those YouTubers, because he will do that with Ikena and some of the other videos that I will show you now. He will recommend the things that they are telling people, so people will believe in the polyglot YouTubers or those YouTubers. I don't know if he's really stupid, low intelligent, or if he is working with the polyglot YouTubers or something like that. I don't know if he's part of this language learning community, if he's working with them. I don't know if this person Lang Journey, if it's some person working with the polyglot YouTubers, and then he made a YouTube channel so he can recommend the same books and recommend the same things and say good things about those polyglot YouTubers to help them to fool people or something. I don't know. Let's take a look.
Remembering the kanji. So I'm going to give you a quick look inside if you're thinking of buying it for yourself, and hopefully help you make your buying decision. So there are 2,200 kanji listed, and you'll recognize it as a walking stick, and that'll help you build your story. This is a drop of and kanji by stroke order as well. And then see, as you get later on, they just give you just all the kanjis with their stories and their words. So anyways, if you have any questions, please leave them below. Okay, so when I made the decision that I wanted to learn Japanese, I did a lot of research and reading as to what the best way is to go about learning Japanese, because for a native English speaker, it's one of the hardest languages to learn. Now, one of the most complicated parts about Japanese is the complex writing system. In order to be literate, you need to know around 2,000 kanji, plus hiragana and katakana. So I really want to focus on the writing system from the beginning. So to do that, I'm using Remembering the Kanji to learn the kanji. And then I used this book here.
Look this comment here. Someone asked him, hey, how is your Japanese coming along 9 months later? So it means now he have been studying Japanese for 9 months, and before he said that he want to learn 10 languages in, no, he want to learn 5 languages in 10 years. In his description, he said that he want to learn 5 languages in 10 years, so it means every language 2 years. So now it's almost halfway if it's 9 months, so it's near from 1 year. This was 3 months ago, so now it should be 1 year. He replied here 2 months ago. I think Japanese is a really fun language to study, but my progress has been very slow with listening comprehension. It takes a while to wrap your head around the different sentence grammatical structures. I like LinkU a lot as well. Japanese IO is another good one. He liked LinkU from Steve Kaufman. He liked all the things from the Polyglot YouTubers and those language learning community. And he said that his progress has been very slow. He say here, my progress has been very slow. So it means that now after 9 or 10 months, he did not reach so much in the language or something like that. So how you want to be fluent in 2 years if you still after 9 or 10 months still did not make so much progress? And how are you going to learn 5 languages in only 10 years? How will you become fluent or high level in 5 languages in 10 years? I think you're full of bullshit.
Japanese hiragana and katakana for beginners to learn the kanas. And I finished that one. There's writing exercises. You just trace the characters. And
look this comment here. Look this comment here, the last one. Wow, this is such a wrong way to learn a language. You buy a book to learn kana. Bro, you're wasting money. Jeez. And then look this girl here. No, it's not a waste of money to buy a kana book. It's a great way to get you motivated to study. You paid for it, so there's this pressure to not let it be wasted, and it makes for a really nice memorabilia once you get more advanced. Bullshit with you. Who is this clown here? Okay, no videos on this channel. Okay, but this guy, he make fun and say that it's not the best way to learn a language by just buying a book. This is more of how I plan to self-study rather than an actual self-study. Okay, let's just continue this nonsense here.
Using the Genki 1 textbook. If you look online, this is widely regarded as, now this is written or put together by the same publishers as the Genki series, so in a way it's kind of like Genki 3. So I'm going to use the textbook and the workbook here that it comes with.
He shows so many different books he buy, and there's also a video where he say that he pay $500 or something for some books. It doesn't matter if you pay $500 or $1,000 or $1 million. You will not be fluent in the language in few months or something just because you pay $500 or $10,000 or how much you pay on some books. You will not be fluent very fast in a few months just because you buy some books or something like that.
Sorry, it doesn't come with it. You gotta buy it separately. Repetition will do me well. So after I finish Tobira, hopefully I'll be able to move on to just native text and just learn through using and absorbing the language. So So anyways, any questions?
Yeah. Bullshit with you. He also have a video where he say that he spent $500 or something on the books. This one here, the one in top, I spent. Look, the first video in the top here. I spent over $500 on Japanese textbooks and Japanese stories. He spent over $500 on Japanese textbooks and Japanese stories. It doesn't matter if you buy 1,000 books or if you pay $500 or $10,000. You will not be fluent in few months or half year or something just because you buy many books. It's not like more money you pay for your books then you become faster to learn. Just some fucking clown, man. He's from Canada, but his brain seems like some American. He's from Canada here. In the more info says from Canada, but his brain seems like some American. They think, okay, I just pay you $500. I pay you $1,000. Then they think, okay, if they pay some money, then they'll be fluent in the language very fast. He say here, I made a lofty goal to learn 5 languages in 10 years. And these languages are Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, French, and Mandarin. Really? You think you will be fluent or high level in 5 languages in 10 years? It's not impossible, but the chances are very, very little. The chances are very little that you're going to become fluent in 5 languages in 10 years. Unless you mean by learning that you just learn some beginner stuff or something like that. Even if you can become fluent or high level in a language in 2 years, but then let's say you become good in Mandarin Chinese after 2 years, but I don't think, but also here say that he's studying Japanese now. But here it says Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, French, and Mandarin. But he was showing there that he was studying Japanese now. So are you studying Japanese? Are you studying Japanese or are you studying this Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, French, and Mandarin? But let's say that it will take, I don't think he will be fluent in Japanese in 2 years. Maybe it's not impossible. But let's say he become fluent or good level in Japanese after 2 years. Maybe with 1 language it's possible. But I will tell you why with 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 languages it will not be possible. It can be possible, but it will be more difficult. I will tell you why. Because let's say he become good in Japanese after 2 years. Then let's say after Japanese he want to learn Spanish, for example. Okay, when he start to learn Spanish, if you want to learn Spanish also in 2 years, if you also want to learn Spanish in 2 years, what will happen? When he want to learn Spanish in 2 years, if he only focus on Spanish, maybe he will become fluent or good level in 1.5, 2 years in Spanish. But if he only concentrate on the Spanish and spend all his time to learn Spanish, and he don't look at the Japanese that he just finished learning. If he finished learning Japanese in 2 years and he start learning Spanish, if he continue and only concentrate on Spanish, then he will start to forget the Japanese or forget some of the Japanese. And then you will tell me that he can just practice mostly Spanish and sometimes practice a little Japanese. But if he do like that he practice mostly Spanish and then also a little Japanese same time, then it will not take him 2 years to be fluent in Spanish. Maybe he will need 3 years or more, because he's going to concentrate on 2 languages at the same time. Because he need to concentrate on Spanish and same time he need to practice the Japanese that he just finished learning. And then after he will go to next language, Portuguese or Italian or something like that, then he need to concentrate on 3 languages at the same time. If you go to Portuguese after the Spanish, then when he start to learn Portuguese, then same time he need to practice some of his Spanish and practice some of his Japanese. He need to practice the Spanish and the Japanese also, so he will not forget it. Then he need to practice 3 languages at the same time. Maybe he will need to focus on the Portuguese most of the time, but still he need to practice also the Spanish and Japanese. So he need to practice 3 languages at the same time. Then maybe he will not finish Portuguese in 2 years. Maybe it will take him 3 or 4 or 5 years because he has 3 languages to practice at the same time. And when he reached to the next language, Italian, then suddenly have 4 languages that he need to practice at the same time. So every time he add one more language after 1.5, 2 years or something, then he have more language that he need to practice or that he will not forget the other language. So this way it will take much longer time than 2 years per language. Maybe in the start he can do 2 years for the first language. Maybe the first language he can learn for 2 years. But after he add more and more languages, then it will take longer and longer time because there are more languages that he need to practice. So he will not be fluent or high level in 5 languages in 10 years. It's not impossible, but there's a big chance that it will not happen. Also, he said by himself in the comment that after 9 months of studying Japanese, he feels that he is still low or slow, that he feels that he's still slow to learn after 9 months of Japanese. He's just full of bullshit. He's not going to be fluent high level in 5 languages in 10 years. It's going to take him much longer time. He's just full of bullshit. He just want to follow the polyglot YouTubers and what the polyglot YouTubers are doing and saying something nice about them. And I don't know if he's working together with them. There's a chance that he's working with them because he will say some very good things about them. But let's continue here to see the next one here. Now we will go to the real stuff. Now we go to the real stuff, the one of Ikena here, the real deal. The real deal now will start now. Ikena Fluency Made Easy book review. Ikena's ebook that many people say that is some fuck shit. Ikena's ebook that many people say that is some fuck shit, useless fuck shit. Ikena's ebook Fluency Made Easy that many people say that is just some fuck shit, bullshit, nonsense. Let's see what he will say about it.
Okay, so
let's see what he will say about Ikena's ebook. But I want to show you something because maybe I forget later. So I will show you here. I want to show you after the video, but maybe I forget after the video. So I will show you here. Look here. Ikena made a comment here and he pinned Ikena's comment. He pinned the comment from Ikena, this long journey. He pinned the comment from Ikena and Ikena comment his video. Glad you liked the book and thanks for the review. Was nicely surprised to have this pop into my recommended videos. Really, it came into your recommended videos? There are millions or billions of videos on YouTube. There are millions and billions of videos on YouTube. Then YouTube will recommend you a video from some new YouTuber. Why will they recommend you a video from some YouTuber who's still a new YouTuber? I think they did not really recommend you the video. I think you already know about this video and I think you already work with this guy or something. I think you're working together, but I'm not sure. I don't have any proof, but there's a big chance that you're working together. That's why he will say something nice about your book. Thanks for dropping a comment. Looking forward to your app rollout. This long journey, he tell him thanks for dropping a comment. Looking forward to your app rollout. So he is looking forward to the app of Ikena because Ikena will make some language learning app. I don't know if it already finished because this comment was 7 months ago. He really like Ikena. And he recommend his shit book. And there's some other people who also say something nice about it in the comments here. I'm using the FME method to learn Japanese and it's really amazing. By the way, English is my second language and Ikena method was really helpful. It took from me a year and a half to speak English. Okay, it took you a year and a half, but how can it take you a year and a half if Ikena's ebook say fluency in 6 months? Akena's ebook become fluent in 6 months only. Akena in his ebook say that you can become fluent in 6 months, but you say you become fluent in English in 1.5 year. Also, it's easy to become fluent or learn English because there's so many videos on YouTube in English. There's so many websites on the internet on English. There's so much English materials on the internet and on YouTube like that, and on the web, on the internet like that, on Google you can find a lot of English materials. Also, you can easily see some English or American movies, so it's easy to learn English. Nice. What's your first language? Arabic. Okay. So let's see here. I thought it was Turkish. Okay. Nice review. I have Akena's ebook and audiobook, same book, but in audio format. The FME is worth looking into and I recommend it. You also recommend it? It looks like there's some scammers really working with those kind of people. And look here, the lowest comment here. A language. This guy on the lowest comment here. Do you believe Akena is fluent in any other language aside from English? If so, which one? Look, the lowest comment here. Do you believe Akena is fluent in any other language aside from English? If so, which ones? Do you believe Akena is fluent in any other language aside from English? If so, which ones? Why you didn't respond him there, you fucking clown, man? He respond Akena the scammer and he pinned the comment of Akena, but he didn't respond this guy. Why you did not respond this guy here? Because Akena, he's just some fucking shit scammer, and I think he's only fluent in English. I think Akena is only fluent in English. I don't know if he knows some Chinese or some Spanish, but I think Akena is only fluent in English. I don't know if he knows some Chinese or not, but he's just some fake scammer, this Akena. But let's take a look at the review here. Look here, the description. Akena is one of the most popular polyglots on YouTube, and he has a book that outlines his learning method called Fluency Made Easy. He lays out his method in detail, and I enjoyed reading it. Really, Akena is one of the most popular polyglots. Ah, fuck you, asshole, man. And then he said that he enjoyed reading this shit book. So this book that I have a video where I show a review of this book. I have another video where I show people's review of Akena's ebook. If you look on my YouTube channel, you'll find there's a video where I show people's review of Akena's ebook. There's many people say that it's just some fucking shit. Many people say that Akena's ebook is just some fucking useless shit. Many people say Akena's ebook is some useless fuck shit. But of course this guy, I think he's working with these polyglot YouTubers. That's why he will say something good about it. And I think he only made this YouTube channel to support the polyglot YouTubers. I think this guy is working for this language learning community, and he made some YouTube channel to support the polyglot YouTubers, to make people believe in them, because there's so many of those kind of YouTubers who will make some YouTube channel only to support the polyglot YouTubers. Same like my last video that I made of this girl who said that Oli Richard and his course teach her Japanese in 6 months. She's working with Oli Richards, and there are many YouTubers who make YouTube channels to support the polyglot YouTubers. They're working together with them. It's like a big scam community all working together to scam people. But let's take a look what he say about this ebook of Akena shit.
Okay, so I bought Ikena's ebook, Fluency Made Easy, as you can see here. Just wanted to do a very quick review for people out there that are thinking of buying it as well. It's a short, concise book, so it'll be a short review. Now, before I get into the review,
I just want to give a very quick background on how I found Ikena and my language learning history. So my last year of school, I made a goal that I wanted to learn Chinese and Spanish because they're two of the most spoken languages in the world. And so I started learning both languages last year of school. Didn't really know what I was doing. There was so many resources. I would start one resource, stop it, start another. And then once I graduated, started working, and then just stopped learning. So needless to say, my language learning history had been a failure. So fast forward until
His language learning journey have been a failure. He said that his language learning journey have been a failure. Then suddenly now he will find the real methods by following the polyglot YouTubers. Like before he could not learn any language. Then suddenly now he will follow the polyglot YouTubers. Then he can learn 5 languages in 10 years, or he can learn 10 languages in 1 year, or whatever. Just some fucking bullshit, man. Before he could not learn any language. Now he want to follow the polyglot YouTubers and do same like them.
Of January 2020, I got into language learning again, and I found a couple YouTubers, one of which was Ikena, and the other was Luca Lampariello, two polyglots.
He found 2 polyglot YouTubers, Ikena and Luca Lampariello, and now he want to follow same like them, do same like them. Just some fucking clown, man. I don't know if he also want to be a polyglot YouTuber, or if he is someone working together with them.
Give me motivation to start learning again. So basically now I've made a list of 10 languages that I want to learn. Not going to give myself a time limit. Just 10 languages I want to learn throughout the rest of my life. 10 languages I want to learn throughout the rest of my life. So 10.
He want to learn 10 languages for the rest of his life. He want to learn 10 languages. He want to learn 10 languages. Really? Bullshit, man.
So basically now I've made a list of 10 languages that I want to learn. Not going to give myself a time limit. Just 10 languages I want to learn throughout the rest of my life. So anyways, so I decided to buy Ikena's book because he speaks, I think 6 or 7 languages. So I want.
Yeah, wow. He said that I cannot speak 6 or 7 languages. Just bullshit. And also he will say on his channel that he's speaking like 14 or 15 or 16 or something like that. Just some bullshit. Just bullshit. And he say that he want to learn 10 languages, this guy. Just some fucking clown, man. And I think he's working with the polyglot YouTubers. Or he want to be same like them. Maybe he want his channel also to become some kind of polyglot channel. Some language channel, polyglot channel like that. Or else he's working with them. That's why he will say something nice about their books and their courses.
Method was, and see what I could apply to my own language learning journey. So I'll give you a quick look at the table of contents. Now, just to be clear, I'm not giving away Ikena's full method. What I'm about.
He's not giving away Ikena's full method. He's not giving away Ikena's full method. We don't want Ikena's method. We don't want his method. We don't want any kind of method from those polyglot YouTubers. They're just some trash. You can throw those methods out in the garbage. You can throw those methods out in the garbage. We don't want them. We don't want them. But let's just watch here this nonsense here. You can see here, it's just here the beginning of this, the table of contents. If I can see it here, let's begin, shall we? How my language learning began, debunking myths, the FME method, the 3 stages, full method breakdown, media resources to use, why it works, the cost of language learning, the free version, blah blah blah. It's just a lot of nonsense bullshit. So the whole book is just full of bullshit. The whole book is just full of bullshit.
He's already said in his YouTube videos. So basically, the shell of his method, which he said before in his video.
You can see here, those are the things in the book. You can see those are the things in the book, and on the right side, then the page number of what page these things are in the book. Adapting to your schedule, extremely limited free time, 30 minutes daily or less, large amounts of time, 2 hours daily or more, the down days, or I cannot see what it says here. Just some fucking nonsense bullshit. Just some bullshit.
He starts every language he learns with Pimsleur, and then he uses the series Assimil, and then he uses the program Glossica. And then while he's doing that, he also consumes media in his target language.
See, he say that I cannot use Assimil and Glossica. He say I cannot use Assimil and Glossica, then he will do same like him, and also he will talk about Pimsleur because Ikenna is also using Pimsleur. In his YouTube videos, he will talk about Assimil. I showed you already, he shows some review of Assimil books. He shows some review of Assimil books because Ikenna talk about Assimil, and some other polyglots also talk about Assimil. And he will also talk about Glossica because Ikenna also like Glossica. And then he will also mention Pimsleur in his video. You have a video about Pimsleur. He will mention the same things like the polyglot YouTubers because he follow them and do same like them. I don't know if he want to be like some fake language learning channel, same like them, or if he's working together with them. Because he will say something good about Ikenna's ebook here, and he will also say something good about Luca Lampriello's course, and he will say something good about Ollie Richards' ebook. He will say good things about their products. So there's a chance that he's working with them. That's why he will make some videos saying good things about their ebooks and their products.
Basically, in his book, he goes through that, but he also goes more in depth on how he uses the resources. And the most valuable part here that I got from the book was how he uses like his passive learning, like how he consumes his media and things he does to kind of maximize his learning through consuming content. So this is the table of contents here. And then if
you can see there's nothing useful in the book. You can see here what things are inside the book. Just nonsense. So the book, so you will buy this book, you will pay for this book just so he can tell you that you can use Glossica and Pimsleur and also Assimil. So you will buy an ebook just to tell you that you can use Glossica and Assimil and Pimsleur and give you some other bullshit tips. It's just some bullshit. Like, why should people buy this fuck shit? And then he will say that it's a good book to buy. He will recommend the book even it's bullshit. The book is bullshit, but he will recommend it. There's a big chance that he's working with those polyglot scammers. There's a big chance that he's working with them or something like that. Like, why else will he say that it's good if it's just some bullshit?
get the resources he recommends, he also gives you some other ideas, like the Berlitz series, the FSI series, which you can find online, living language. And he answers 10 common questions you get.
You can see it's just some fucking bullshit nonsense. You can see it's just some bullshit nonsense, just some advice and bullshit nonsense in the book. You will just read a lot of bullshit. Textbook, audio programs, Berlitz, Foreign Service Institute, Living Language, Michael Thomas, Rosetta Stone, Language Pod 101. So it will just tell you about some different textbooks or programs you can use, or some apps you can use, or something like that. Like you will buy a book just so he will tell you what kind of apps you can use or what kind of books you can read. It's just some fucking bullshit nonsense.
Online, living language, and the answer is 10 common questions you get.
10 common questions. What are the easiest languages to learn? Is it better to live in the country of the language I want to speak? Does learning languages get easier the more I learn? Will I eventually forget the language I learn? How can I revive the languages I used to speak? I started with one language but want to switch to another. Should I? Can I study two languages at the same time? When will I start dreaming in the language? When will I start dreaming in a new language, if ever? Start dreaming in a new language. Just some kind of fucking nonsense. What resources should I use to study an uncommon language? Should I get a certificate that proves I speak the language? So just some kind of stupid nonsense questions. So you will pay for a book to read some stupid questions and answers to the stupid questions. It's like some kind of low intelligent clown who made this book. Oh yeah, who is the one who made the book? It's Ikena. It's Ikena. Okay, the low intelligent clown Ikena made this book with just some stupid nonsense in the book. This clown Ikena, he made this book full of bullshit nonsense, just some low intelligent questions and answers to his low intelligent questions, and just telling you telling you to use different books or different apps. Just some low intelligent, uneducated shithole Ikena who made this ebook, and then this fuckshit lang journey, he will tell you that it's a good ebook and recommend it. He recommend this fuck shit.
Or he gets, goes through some pitfalls, and yeah, so
The five common pitfalls, why others fail and how to avoid the same: losing interest and motivation, being dissuaded by others, getting distracted by life, having unrealistic goals, doubting the method. Just some bullshit nonsense. Just some bullshit nonsense, and then he will recommend it. He will recommend this fuck shit nonsense. And of course, Ikena, he liked that he recommend his fuck shit. And I think they're working together or something like that. It's just some fuck shit nonsense made by an uneducated idiot clown called Ikena. This bullshit nonsense made by this fuck shit hole called Ikena. And I think this book, how much this fuck shit book, where did you buy it? It's not on Amazon, thanks. Hey, I bought it from his website. Hi, is this book have English language learning? Hey, this book is about language learning in general, so the information in the book can be applied to learning English. The information can be applied to learn English and to learn any language. Fuck you, asshole, man. Just some fucking bullshit, man. Just some fuck shit, man. Just some fucking fuck shit, man.
And yeah, so that's basically it. It's a concise book. I think it's worth the $20.
It's worth the $20. So he paid $20 for this fuck shit, and he say it's worth the money. He say it's worth the $20. You think this one worth $20? I think it's not even worth $1. It's not even worth $1. You can throw it out in the fucking trash can. We can already see what the book is about. It's just some bullshit nonsense telling you to use glossica and use pim slur maybe, I'm not sure, and then also it will tell you to use asimil and use this pot 101, and just it will tell you to use some different things, and then it just a lot of nonsense in the book. It's just some fucking bullshit, just some fucking bullshit book. And of course he'll recommend the fucking shit book because I think he's working with Ikena, this fuckhole man. This fucking shithole man. He'll recommend the fuck shit book of Ikena. This fucking asshole. And look here, he will also recommend Luca Lampriello's coaching session. Luca Lampriello coaching session review. Let's see what he will say about Luca Lampriello's coaching session also. Luca Lampriello scammer coaching. Luca Lampriello scammer coaching. Let's see what he will say about it.
Okay, so
let's see what he will say about Luca Lampriello's scammer coaching. But there's no comments yet on this video. Luca Lampriello coaching session review. As of the recording of this video, I have done 3 coaching sessions with Luca Lampriello, who is one of the best polyglots on YouTube. Yeah. Who is one of the best channels for language learning. Ah, fuck you, asshole. One of the best channels for language learning, really? I did not see which video he have where he teach a language. How can it be the best channel for language learning when he don't have any video teaching any language? I did not see any video teaching any language, you fucking shithole man. We have covered how to optimally use the asimil with E-series Mandarin Chinese phonology and tones, and how to improve listening comprehension, which I have been applying to Spanish. Okay, so are you studying Spanish, or are you studying Chinese, or are you studying Japanese, or are you studying all the 5 languages at the same time? He say he want to learn 5 languages in 10 years. Maybe he's learning all 5 languages at the same time, this clown. Maybe he's studying 5 languages at the same time, this clown, or 6 languages at the same time. This fucking abnormal clown man. Let's see here what he will say about Luca Lampriello's coaching session. He said that he paid for 3 sessions. He said he paid for 3 sessions. Let's see what he will say about it.
Okay, so I've done some coaching with Luca Lampriello, trying to improve some aspects of my language learning. So I just wanted to make this short review for anyone out there who's thinking of doing some sessions as well, to hopefully help you make your buying decision. So
he say for people who are thinking about buying some session, he hope that his review will help their decision. So he's actually trying to tell people, like when he will say that he will say that something good about it. He will say something good about it, and then he say that he hope people will use his review to also do the same or something like that. So he is actually helping Luca Lampriello to get more people to use his coaching session, because he will say something nice about it, and he say that he hope people will consider his review. This fucking shithole man.
I did 3 lessons with him so far. One we did was helping well to hopefully help you make your buy. For anyone out there who's thinking of doing some sessions as well, to hopefully help you make your buying decision. So I did 3 lessons with him so far. One we did was helping my pronunciation with Mandarin Chinese, because I've had a lot of issues.
One session to help him with his Chinese pronunciation. So he only tell you about Chinese pronunciation. Why? Do Luca Lampriello speak Chinese? I didn't know that he speaks Chinese. How can he help you with Chinese pronunciation if you don't speak Chinese? That's just some bullshit nonsense. If you tell me Luca Lampriello can speak Chinese or speak Chinese fluently, then you're full of bullshit. Just some fucking nonsense. He say number one, he say it takes 3 sessions. He say it takes 3 sessions with Luca Lampriello. First session, Luca Lampriello help him with Chinese pronunciation. Let's see the 2 other sessions, what he teach him or tell him.
The second was working on my listening comprehension for Spanish.
Second session, his listening comprehension with Spanish. Okay. I have seen Luca Lampriello's videos in Spanish. They're edited and fake. All his language are edited and fake, Luca Lampriello. Also his live stream in Spanish, he was looking and reading from a text. He was looking and reading from the computer on his live stream that I showed of Luca Lampriello, the one in Spanish. So he said first session was Chinese pronunciation, that Luca Lampriello helping with Chinese pronunciation in first session. Second session, he said Luca Lampriello will help him with Spanish comprehension. And why he take this kind of coaching from Luca Lampriello, paying hundreds of dollars for some coaching? You can just find some YouTube channel about learning Chinese and listening to the pronunciation. Then you will listen from someone who is actually from China and who can pronounce it 100% correctly, and not from Luca Lampriello. And if you want to pay money, then pay some Chinese teacher to teach you. If you want someone to teach you Chinese or teach you Chinese pronunciation, then go to a Chinese teacher to teach you if you want to pay money for it. Why you go to Luca Lampriello to teach you Chinese pronunciation? And why you go to Luca Lampriello to teach you something about Spanish? Why you don't find a YouTube channel about Spanish learning? Or why you don't find some Spanish teacher to teach you Spanish? Like, that sounds really stupid.
Was helping my pronunciation with Mandarin Chinese, because I've had a lot of issues with it. The second was working on my listening comprehension for Spanish, which also applies to any other language as well. And the other thing we did was he took me in depth with how he goes about utilizing the Asimo program.
So you pay him for 3 sessions, and the last one, number 3, is to help him how to use Asimo program. You pay him money so he can tell you how to use Asimo books and Asimo program. Like, what kind of nonsense is this? You pay him hundreds of dollars to tell you how to use Asimo book. So he pay for 3 sessions. One session that he will help him with Chinese pronunciation. One session he will help him with Spanish comprehension. And then session number 3, he will help him how to use Asimo program or Asimo books or Asimo program. What kind of bullshit is that? And then he will recommend this for people that they will also pay for the same bullshit. Then he will recommend people to pay for the same bullshit. There's a big chance this asshole is working together with the Polyglot YouTubers. Maybe someone from this language learning scam community, or someone from this Polyglot conference, Polyglot gathering, someone working together with the Polyglot conference and Polyglot gathering, working together with Richard Simcott and the Polyglot YouTubers. There's a big chance one of those assholes have made this YouTube channel here to recommend the Polyglot YouTubers and their programs, or else it's just some really stupid, low intelligent person. But I think if he did buy the book of Ikena, if he did buy the book of Ikena, he should see that this is bullshit. Anyone who buy the book of Ikena should see that it's bullshit. If they cannot see it's bullshit, then they must be really super low intelligent. They must be super low intelligent if they cannot see the ebook from Ikena is bullshit. And also this one, how can he not see this is bullshit? Like, he pays 3 times to Luca Lampriello 3 sessions just to help him with Chinese pronunciation, And Luca Lamprello is not from China. He's not from China, and I don't think he can speak Chinese. And also he paid Luca Lamprello to help him with Spanish comprehension, and he pay him only once, and he pay him one session also to tell him how to use the Asimil books or Asimil program. What kind of bullshit is this? I think it's bullshit. I don't think someone is so stupid or so low intelligent. So I don't think it's because he's very low intelligent, but we never know. I don't think it's because he's very low intelligent, but we never know. I think there's a big chance that he's working together with the polyglot YouTubers and this language learning community. I think this guy is one of the people working together with the language learning community and the polyglot YouTubers and the polyglot conference. I think he's working with those kind of people. That's why he make videos recommending them, and also making videos showing those Asimil books and the books that they recommend and the things that they recommend.
Okay, so I loved going through the way he works through Asimil. Like going forward, whenever I start a language now, that's the resource I'm going to use, and I'm going to use Luca's method of utilizing it.
He will use Luca Lamprello's method of utilizing Asimil. Luca Lamprello's method of utilizing Asimil. What kind of bullshit is that, man? What kind of bullshit nonsense is that, man? You're full of bullshit, man.
So that was great. Second thing we did was with Chinese. Now the way that Luca broke down Chinese phonetics for me, I haven't seen anywhere else, and I've done a lot of research in reading on forums, and I haven't seen anyone break down Chinese phonology and learning tones the way that he has.
He has not seen anyone bring down Chinese tones and phonetics, same like Luca Lamprello. Okay, so all those people on YouTube who are from China or some other country, who are Chinese teachers or something, and they have some YouTube channel teaching Chinese, they don't know how to teach you how to pronounce Chinese words or how to speak in Chinese, but Luca Lamprello know better than them. Or if you pay some teacher, some Chinese teacher or someone who can speak Chinese at high level, who is teacher in Chinese, if you pay them money for some sessions or something like that, they cannot teach you better than Luca Lamprello in Chinese. You're full of bullshit. You're working with those scammers. I'm very sure that you are some shithole and you're part of this language learning scam community. Why else will you say something like this? That's like not normal what you're saying.
So that was great as well. Highly recommend. And also with Spanish and learning tones the way that he has. So that was a lot of research in reading on forums, and I haven't seen anyone break down Chinese phonology and learning tones the way that he has. So that was great as well. Highly recommend. And also with Spanish and working on my listening comprehension, I've been employing his methods with that as well, and I've also been seeing a lot of progress. So
also he uses methods to learn Spanish comprehension. I think it's bullshit. You're full of bullshit. Why you don't find some Spanish teacher on YouTube who makes some YouTube videos about learning Spanish? You can find some YouTube channels, on YouTube how to learn Spanish, where there's some videos of Spanish grammar, Spanish pronunciation, Spanish grammar rules, or how to speak Spanish. You can find some YouTube channels where they teach you Spanish. I'm very sure those YouTube channels are more useful than speaking with this clown Luca Lamprello. Or if you find some Spanish teacher who can teach you Spanish, is more useful than speaking to this fucking clown Luca Lamprello. But you're working together with two scammers. I think you are part of this scam community. There is a very big chance that you are part of this scam community. This YouTube channel here, Lang Journey, I'm very sure that this shithole is working together with the Polyglot YouTubers and is part of this language learning community. That's why he will say so many good things about them and recommend their books. He will recommend ebook of Oli Richards. He will recommend ebook of Ikena. He will recommend coaching session of Luca Lampriello. And he will recommend the books and the things that the Polyglot YouTubers are recommending.
Highly recommend doing sessions with Luca if you're looking to do it. And any questions at all, his methods with that as well. And I've also been seeing a lot of progress. So overall, highly recommend doing sessions with Luca if you're looking to do it. And any questions at all, leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And good luck with your learning journey. Also, if you want to see some clips of our sessions, I'm going to email him and see if he's okay with me adding them. But I might post those as well. So
you're full of bullshit. He recommend all the scammers methods. He recommend the methods from all the scammers. He recommend their ebooks and their coaching session. And look here, he also have one here of Oli Richard here also. Oli Richard short stories, Brazilian Portuguese. And he will show the books inside, what's inside the books like that. He will recommend the things from the Polyglot YouTubers. He will recommend the things from the Polyglot YouTubers because he's working together with them, this fucking shithole man.
okay, so I got.
He will recommend here the Brazilian Portuguese ebook from Oli Richard, and also he will recommend another short stories from Oli Richard also. Fucking shithole people, man. Fucking assholes, man. Look here, who is here? Look here, this picture here. The Magic of Stories feed Oli Richards, Glossica. Look on the YouTube channel of Glossica. The Magic of Stories feed Oli Richards. You can see this one in the lower here. The Magic of Stories feed Oli Richards. They have video with the different shithole polyglots. I think some of the polyglot own this Glossica app. Really, he asked him if you study Portuguese, then he say yes. Okay, so I think he is studying the 5 language or 6 language at the same time, this guy, because he say that he's studying Chinese and Japanese and Spanish and also Portuguese. I'm not sure what, there's also 1 or 2 more languages. So he study 5 or 6 languages at the same time, this clown. Third world polyglot, I would like to have one of those, but in Latin. I think he said in an interview that he's looking at adding more languages, so Latin could be in the future. Okay, let's take a look at this fucking nonsense here. I bought the short stories in Brazilian Portuguese by Oli Richards. Here is a look inside if you are thinking of buying one of these language books.
Okay, so I got one of the Oli Richards short story books for Brazilian Portuguese. I'm assuming that they all go through or have the same format, so I'm just going to give you a look inside if you're thinking of buying one for yourself and show you how it's laid out. So as you can see here, there are 8 short stories that come with the book. Now this book doesn't...
He said there are 8 short stories. He said there's 8 short stories in the book. Only 8 stories.
And show you how it's laid out. So as you can see here, there are 8 short stories that...
He said there are 8 short stories. So you will buy a book just to get 8 short stories. There are stories for free on the internet. Also, Duolingo have stories also in Duolingo. In Duolingo, there is stories for free in Duolingo app. In Duolingo app, you get stories for free, and there are many stories, not only 8 stories, there are like hundreds of stories in Duolingo. If you use Duolingo, there are hundreds of stories in some of the languages, in French, and I'm not sure, I think also in German or Spanish or some other language. There are some language that has stories in Duolingo, and it's for free. And you can find stories on the internet or on YouTube or Google like that. You can search for short stories in different languages. Only 8 short stories in his scammer ebook, this Oli Richard shithole. And of course, this guy, even before I watched the video, I know he will recommend it. Even before I watched the video, I know he will recommend it, because it looks like this shithole length journey. It looks like this shithole length journey is working together with the polyglot YouTubers. And maybe he also want to be some kind of polyglot YouTuber or something like that, because he say that he want to learn 5 languages in 10 years. But it looks like he's learning all the languages at the same time, because every time someone asks him if he's learning a language, then he say he's learning the language. Do you study Portuguese? Then he say yes. He say yes, he's studying Portuguese. So he's studying 5 or 6 languages at the same time, this clown. So he want to be same like the polyglot YouTubers, and he recommend their books like that. He recommend their ebooks and recommend their coaching. I think he's working together with them, or maybe he's just kissing their asshole because he want to be one of them. Maybe he's just kissing their asshole. That's why he recommend them, so they will like what he's doing, so he can become same like them. Or else he's already working with them. Or else it's a person who's already working with them and made a YouTube channel to recommend them. So when people will see that there are some YouTube channels recommending them, then people will believe in that. When some people see there are other YouTubers recommending those polyglot YouTubers and their ebooks and their language course, then more people will believe in them and buy their ebooks or buy their language course. But let's take a look. What is this nonsense?
Now, this book doesn't come with an audio CD. Unfortunately, if you want the audio, you have to buy it separately, either on the Teach Yourself website, or you can get it on Audible. So through each story, there will be highlighted phrases or words of interest, as you can see there. And then once you get to the end of each chapter, there will be a vocabulary list, as well as a short summary of the chapter. And that is the format that every story and chapter follows, as you can see there again for the second chapter. And there's also some exercises or comprehension questions at the end of each chapter. And then once you get to the end of the book, there is the answer key for the questions, as well as an English Portuguese glossary. So that's it. Any questions? I'll leave them in the comments. And
so he recommend the ebook of Oli Richard the Scammer. He recommend the ebook of Oli Richard the Scammer, and he also have another video here of Oli Richard's ebook in French. This one, the short video. In his short video, he recommend the short stories. Oli Richard's short stories. Look, the one in top. The one in top. Oli Richard's short stories in French. I watched this video. The book is just same like the one I just show you now. Same like the one in Portuguese. Just some stories like that. This ebook of Oli Richard's short stories in French that he also made a video about. Look here in the top. Look in the top of the book. Look in top of the book. Can you see over the word short? It says Oli Richard and Richard Simcott. On top of the book it says Oli Richards and Richard Simcott. So it means that this book is by Oli Richard and Richard Simcott. So Richard Simcott will also make money from this book, and it means that Oli Richards and Richard Simcott, they're working together on this ebook. I don't know if they're working together on all the books from Ollie Richards or only this one in French. I don't know if Ollie Richard and Richard Simcott are working together on all the short stories books, or if it's only the one in French that is by Ollie Richard and Richard Simcott. So those two scammers, Ollie Richard and Richard Simcott, are working together on this ebook in French, these French stories. And that guy, Lang Journey, he recommend this book also. He recommend all the books, all the ebooks from the scammers. He recommend all the ebooks from those polyglot scammers. And also he recommend the coaching session from Luca Lamparello. He recommend Ollie Richards' ebook, and this ebook is also together with Richard Simcott. So it means that he also recommend Richard Simcott the same time, because this ebook is also by Richard Simcott. So he recommend Ollie Richard and Richard Simcott's ebook here, and he recommend the other ebook of Ollie Richards. He recommend the ebook of Ikena. He recommend the language coaching or this coaching session. He recommend the coaching session from Luca Lamparello. He recommend everything from the Polyglot YouTubers, and he recommend also other things that the Polyglot YouTubers are recommending. And he want to learn 5 or 6 languages the same time. He's learning 6 languages the same time, and he want to learn the 6 languages or 5 want to learn 5 or 6 languages in the next 10 years. And maybe after some time he will make it look like he learned them more fast and already learned them in 1 or 2 or 3 years or something. We never know. But it looks like he really liked the scammers and supporting the scammers, this guy here. Assimil using French unboxing. Easy Italian reader, easy French reader. A look inside easy Spanish reader. Learning Chinese characters. I spent over $500 on Japanese textbooks and Japanese stories. Using Duolingo for Japanese shorts. Blah blah blah. Read and think Italian. But why I show this YouTube channel was mostly because of those kind of things about the polyglots. And here also look, Pimsleur review. Let's see what he will say about this Pimsleur shit also.
Alright, so
Pimsleur review. Pimsleur Spanish, my review of the Pimsleur program after completing all lessons of Pimsleur Spanish as well as 2 lessons of Pimsleur Castellan Spanish. Really, you finished all the lessons in Spanish? Totally agree. Pimsleur is great, but not enough on its own. I find it great because you know you're making progress even if it's slow. Unlike reading, listening, where some days it just feels like blah blah blah, just bullshit. And then again, this Mr. Commenter shit. I think Pimsleur does well in how to pronounce words for a simple conversation, but like you said in the video, Pimsleur doesn't have enough vocabulary. How many vocabulary words does the course teach? Thinking about trying it out myself. The site says 300 till 500 words per course. Only 300 till 500? I think there are many more words in Duolingo, and Duolingo is for free. I think Duolingo have many more words and it's for free. Did you complete the entire course? I am listening to level 5 and it says intermediate to advanced, but this doesn't sound like advanced Spanish. So Pimsleur will tell you that this level 5 is intermediate to advanced, even if it's not advanced. They're just lying to people. This scammer app Pimsleur, and Ikena, he recommend this Pimsleur. Ikena, he recommend Pimsleur on his YouTube channel. Yeah, I completed it. I like Pimsleur, but I think it's best used in combination with a main study method. Just bullshit.
I finished all 5 months of the Spanish Pimsleur course, as well as 2 months of the European Spanish course, just to get used to how they speak as well. So I have 7 months of Pimsleur, under my belt, and here is my quick review. So I'm a big fan of Pimsleur for what they do well, but that comes with a caveat. So Pimsleur is really good for improving your pronunciation. Was before I did Pimsleur. Through that conversation, learning how to pronounce each sentence and to understand them.
Just forget this bullshit. I just want to see if you will say something about Icana because of Pimsleur, because Icana recommend Pimsleur, but he did not say something about Icana, but also I did not watch the whole video. But I just want to show this channel because he is supporting the polyglot YouTubers. He said that he want to learn 5 languages in 10 years. He said those languages are Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, French, and Mandarin. But he was also saying that he's learned Japanese. So if he's also learning Japanese, then it's 6 languages, not 5. And also I think it's bullshit. And same time, he keep telling people every time they ask him if he's learning Spanish or Portuguese or some language, then he say yes, he's learning those languages. So is he learning all the languages same time? I thought he will study every language alone for 2 years or something. But it looks like he wants to study all 5 or 6 languages the same time in those 10 years or something like that. So he wants to study 5 or 6 languages the same time. Look here, Japanese, Portuguese, Mandarin, Spanish, Italian, French. That's 6 languages, not 5. Japanese, Portuguese, Mandarin, Spanish, Italian, French. That's 6 languages. But here he say 5 languages. In the description he say 5 languages. But here he puts 6 languages. Maybe later he will make it 8 or 10 languages or 12 or 20 languages. Just some bullshit nonsense. And he recommend the things from the scammers. He recommend Icana's Fluency Made Easy. This Scamming Made Easy by Icana. Fluency Made Easy by Icana. And he recommend Luca Lampriello's coaching session. And he recommend Ollie Richard's stories. I think he's working together with those polyglot scammers, or he want to be also a polyglot YouTuber or a language YouTuber. Even if he don't become a polyglot YouTuber, but maybe he want to be some kind of language YouTube channel that he pretend that he is learning many languages at the same time, and that same like the polyglot YouTubers, but maybe he will not call himself a polyglot, but he will say that he's learning many languages at the same time, and then he will make some review of the different things. And he will support the polyglot YouTubers also. Just some fucking bullshit nonsense. And I think he's working together with those scammers or something like that, or he want to work together with them. But there's a big chance that he's already working with them. It's just some fucking nonsense bullshit. And he recommend Ollie Richard's ebooks. He recommend Icana's ebook. And he recommend Luca Lampriello's coaching course. So he recommend everything from the polyglot YouTubers. And he recommend Asimil and Pimsleur and Glossica and the other things that the polyglot YouTubers are recommending. He will recommend the same things that they recommend. And he will recommend the polyglot YouTubers and their ebooks and their courses. I think he's working together with them. Just some fucking shit people. This whole language learning community are working together. They're just some fucking shit people. I don't know if he's a scammer or he wants to be a scammer, but he's supporting the scammers, and it looks like he's working together with them. It looks like he's working together with them, or that he really liked them a lot. It looks like he's working with them, or he really liked them a lot. But I think he's working with them. I think he's working with them, or else he will not say Icana's ebooks is very good and recommend it. He will not say that Luca Lampriello's coaching is good and recommend it. And about Ollie Richard's ebook, maybe it's good, maybe it's bad, but Ollie Richard's ebook is some people from different countries who will write the ebooks. And I also see that one of the ebooks of one of the ebooks of Holy Richards. It also has the name of Richard Simcott on the ebook. You can see that he really liked the scammers and supporting them, and I don't know if this person is already working with them before he made the YouTube channel. Maybe this person is already someone working with them, and after he made the YouTube channel to support them. Also, he don't show himself in the videos. It's really weird. He don't show himself in the videos. He don't show himself in any of the videos that I showed. You don't see him in the videos. You don't know who is this person. You cannot see who is this person. I think it's someone working together with the Polyglot YouTubers. I think it's one of the people working with them. Someone who is part of this Polyglot gathering and this part of the language learning community and Polyglot gathering. I think it's someone working together with them. Or maybe it's someone who is owner of Asimil Books or owner of Pimsleur or some other things like that. I think this person is working together with them. That's why he would recommend the Polyglot YouTubers. He recommend them because he's working with them. I think so. It's all a big scam community working together. It's all big scam community working together. Just some fucking nonsense bullshit. So I just wanted to show this channel. I just want to show this channel because I see there's something weird about this channel. There's something weird about this channel because he recommend the ebooks of the scammers and recommend their courses. And he want to learn 5 or 6 languages at the same time. And it just looked very suspicious. This channel looks very suspicious. So I want to show this channel because there's something suspicious about this channel. I think the owner of this channel is working with the scammers. I think the owner of this channel is working with 2 scammers from the Polyglot YouTubers and this language learning community. So that's it. Thank you and goodbye. Remember to subscribe. I'll show more scammers on my channel or people who are working together with the scammers. Subscribe to my channel now. Remember, subscribe to my channel. See you. اشترك في القناة دلوقتي. افتكر اشترك في القناة. أشوفك. السلامة. Husk at abonnere på min kanal nu. Husk at abonnere. Vi ses. Abonnez-vous à ma chaîne maintenant. Abonnez-vous. Abonnez-vous à ma chaîne.